Hello everyone, in this video we are gonna learn how to make a box cushion cover for a triangular box cushion. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome back. My name is Valerian. Let's turn our attention to the whiteboard here. I have a diagram which is showing a bay window. Right now, if you have a bay window that is not very extensive, right, across the width of the seat, then you can go ahead and you can make yourself a trapezoid window seat cushion, right? However, if you have one that is very long, like over 12 feet long, then you may want to break up the cushions, right? And so in that regard, if you want to say break it up so that you have a triangle on the end here and a triangle on the end here, then how do you make that cushion cover? Let me tell you how. Let's just put a simple drawing of what we have here down here. Right. The first thing we are going to need are the back panel and the front panel. So we will need to cut two triangular pieces. Now, I would suggest that if you have something that's existing, you can actually pull the pattern apart and use the pattern, pull the case apart actually and use it as your pattern to cut your new pieces, right? If you don't have something that's existing and you have the foam that you have gotten cut to size, then the easiest way to go about doing that is putting down your form on a piece of paper that is big enough and trace out your pattern. If you don't have any paper, you could go straight to putting it down on your fabric. However, just in case there is any little fumble, I would say try to use the paper to get the pattern first, right? And leave at least a ½ inch on all sides for your seam. That's the easiest way to get the pattern for your front and your back panels. The next thing you're going to need is your gusset, right? So what you're going to do is measure how deep your foam is. Let's say your foam is 5 inches deep. We are going to cut our gusset 5 inches on this side and this side. It's one long strip that you are cutting, right? If you want, you could join it like here, but I would suggest that if you can just get one long strip, then just use one long strip. So you'll have to measure from here to here to here, and whatever that measurement is, you add another 2 inches to both sides. So you're going to end up adding 4 inches. What we're trying to do here is to use the easiest way for you to do your DIY cover for your triangular cushion, right? So this is one long piece. So it is whatever this measurement is. Say it's 18 inches and this is 18 inches. Then it's going to be 18 plus 18, that's 36 plus 4, that's going to be 40 inches. So your piece would be 40 inches long by 5 inches plus another 1 inch for our seams. Now, the reason why I just ran the gusset from this corner to this corner is because we are going to get another piece for this plane, and the piece that we're getting for this plane is where our zipper is going to be inserted. So therefore we will have to allow for our seam plus for our zipper. Therefore this piece, whatever this measures here, let's say it measures 24 inches, right? We are going to take the 5 inches, which is the depth of the gusset. We're going to add 1 inch for our seams at both sides. And then we are also going to add another inch for our zipper, so that we can insert our zipper, right? And our gusset will still be wide enough. So that's going to be 7 inches. So the gusset on the plane where the zipper will be inserted should be 24 inches times 7 inches deep. And when we cut that piece for this plane, and we're using it on this plane because this plane is against the wall and you won't see your zipper, right? You have to make sure that you put your zipper on the plane that's hiding against the wall. After we have cut that piece of gusset, what we do is fold it into two, cut it down the center, and insert our zipper. Now we're not going to be inserting a zipper in this video, but I am going to be inserting a video lesson that shows you precisely how to insert your zipper in your gusset. Now after you have inserted the zipper in this gusset here, sorry. Now, after you have inserted your zipper in this gusset, what you're going to do is take two ends, one end here of this piece of gusset and the other end here of this gusset, and you are going to join them just like I have joined these two pieces, right? That is how I did all these cushions. I cut the two pieces, cut the piece here, put the zipper in, and then join to one end here, and then line up your join in the corner here, right? Put a few pins in to secure it. And then just to demonstrate, when I say line up your joint in the corner here, you are going to line it up just like so. And so we are going to go ahead and put a few pins in all the way back to within a couple of inches of this edge here. Then we'll go ahead and stitch our gusset onto one panel, whether it's the front or the back. We stitch our gusset onto one panel starting about here, and we stitch down, 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 and stitch all the way across here and back up here. I have decided that instead of using that square completed cushion cover, what I'm going to do is just fold a piece like a triangle so that we can get a better demonstration, right? Here is our cushion cover that we are making. What we're going to do is start our gusset where the join is, right at the corner here. And then we are going to go ahead and put some pins in. If you can do it without the pins, fine. But I would say put some pins in or baste it. And then on the other end here, we are also, I'm going to go ahead and put some pins in so you guys can see exactly what's going on here. And we're going to turn the corner right here. Now, when you're turning the corner, you could put some notches here just to make the fabric flat and easier to deal with. Okay, so when we come straight across to the other corner, remember we stopped this side here just short of the corner, but this one we are going to take to the corner and we're going to turn the corner here. Now again, you can put some, I'm not going to put any notch on this because this is for a project that I'm doing. I'm just using it to demonstrate. So you turn the corner here. Again, you can put some notches. I'm just going to pin. And when you come around the corner here, you are going to meet stitch all the way back to where you meet the other end of the gusset, right? And then what you're going to do is put the two ends of the gusset together. You're going to make sure you square them off just like so. And then you are going to pin the two ends together. And then you're going to stitch from here to here. Then cut the excess off. Put this down on top of this section here. And then just stitch across to finish up the attachment of the gusset. And so you're going to end up with something like this. Now before, remember now you're putting the zipper across the plane that is going to be against the wall. Now, remember to open up your zipper before you attach the other face, whether it's the front or the back, whatever it is. And if I get another panel and I fold it like a triangle, what we're going to do is the same thing we did with the other one, right? So we're just going to start pinning all the way around and around. And then we're going to stitch it onto this just like we stitched the other one. And by the time we are done, we will have our triangular cushion cover. If you got value from today's lesson, please go ahead, hit subscribe, turn on your notification, click all so you won't miss out on any upcoming videos. Also share, leave me some thumbs up, and leave me your comments and your questions. I can't wait to link with you in another video lesson. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for your support on the channel. Love you guys.